Okay, so we have a thin circular disc of 50 millimeters in diameter, which is allowed to roll without slipping from the upper edge of a sloping plank, which is inclined at an angle of 15 with the horizontal. We want to draw the path traced by the point P on the circumference of the disc as indicated in figure point 2. Okay, so we have the horizontal line, which is the ground, and then we have the plank, which is inclined at an angle of 15. So we draw in the plank sloping at an angle of 15 degrees. So obviously you could use your protractor to measure the 15-degree angle. Now we want to position the rolling circle. So I'll draw a center line there. That center line should be at an angle of 90 degrees to the sloping plank. So you make sure you have that 90-degree angle between the center line and the sloping plank. Now the diameter of the rolling circle is 50, so radius will be 25. Then I draw another center line. Now I will divide the rolling circle into 8 equal parts. You could do 12, but I prefer to do 8. So you could use your 45 degrees square to do the divisions. Now that point represents our point P. We can label the divisions. Now we calculate pi d. So 50 multiplied by pi. Then the value that we get, we draw the center line from C, which is the center of the circle. Is that 157? So you measure 157 and draw it as a center line from the center of the circle. Then we need to divide that center line into 8 equal parts. So 157 or pi d divided by 8. Then you use your compass, you measure 157 divided by 8 and then mark 8 divisions on the center line and label them from center C, which is the middle of the circle, center 1, center 2, center 3, all the way to center 8. And now we draw horizontal lines 1 through 7, 3 through 5, and then 4. Now mind you, our circle is rolling in the anti-clockwise direction. So that's the only direction of roll that makes sense for the circle to descend from the upper gradient to the lower gradient. Okay, so now we measure CP, standard C1, and describe an arc on the one horizontal line. So measure CP, we stood at 1, now we stand at 2 with the same CP, which is the radius of the rolling circle. So center C2, and then we draw an arc on the 2 horizontal line. Center C3 with the same radius CP, we draw an arc on the 3 horizontal line. Move to center 4 with the same radius CP and draw an arc on the 4 horizontal line. 5, same radius CP, draw an arc on the 5 horizontal line. That arc should go to the other direction like that, to the left. And then C6 on the 6 horizontal line, which is also the center line. And then C7 on the 7 horizontal line, and C8 to conclude. Now we can use our French curves to connect through the points. After Okay, so if we wanted a situation where the circle will come back to the ground after the full revolution, then we should have measured pi d from the left edge of the plank. So you calculate pi d and measure it from the left edge of the plank. Then you position the circle after pi d. That way, after the full revolution, this is what the solution will look like. Okay. And then once we are done, obviously we have to indicate the stopping position of the rolling circle. So we will redraw the rolling circle at C8 like that, and that will be our solution. Good luck. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section and we'll attempt to answer that.